So what is my filter now? Do I have a filter? So yes, hello there again, guys. So yes, I am having my dinner. I am really starving. Thank you, Christina, our lunch lady, or the lady from the restaurant canteen. So this is a vegan version for me. It has, I cannot read it because it has pepperoni, zucchini, and rucola, salt, and pepper. So cheers, people. This I got. Oh my, I don't have a. But I just put a lot of vegan cheese. Mmm. Mmm. I am so starving. I didn't know. I was just too busy, you know, doing this and that. Damien also just. So this have, I eat like a queen, okay? I eat what I want, when I want, how much I want. Not like a queen per se, but meaning, I am a vegetarian / vegan. So, I have 3 layers of vegan cheese in this sandwich. Mmm. Mmm. And it's really big. I will probably eat half of it and then half for the midnight snacking. It's a really good sandwich. Wait a minute. I like chili too. Be careful. You don't want to mess up the babe. Tissue paper. Ah, it's too spicy. So, this, where is my fork? I don't have a fork. Mmm. 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 Wow. Priceless. Mmm. You see, I am very hungry. Mama mia. How can I not be hungry? This is really good, but I want more cheese, so I did to slice more cheese. So wait, Damien, come. Look, I have a sticker. The bag. I asked it from her, Benny. Actually, they use these stickers for the And remember, if you missed your last cervical screening, book an appointment with your GP practice now. Just 7 correct answers stand between you and £1 million. That number itself is so much for. Could you make it to $1 million? Or will you be left with nothing? It's the most wonderful time, and my dinner is better than mine. La 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 la, la 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 Oh my gosh, thank you Lord for my dinner. So I have a cheese. Wait a minute. Whips. I am watching. You know that? Well, this is just like, so there you go. I have 3 cheeses more. I love cheese. As I was saying, I eat like a queen. Meaning, it's not like the queen per se. Let's say I eat like a lion. I eat when I want, how much I want, when I want, where I want. But definitely I'm a bad eater, you know. But I don't have, what do you call this? Crumbs. I hate crumbs because I cannot, you know, I feel them in my skin. And I always hate people who make crumbs in my bed. Especially Daddy. And he have been calling me, messaging me. I don't know. No, I was talking to my bestie friend here, Saint Pascal, in the bureau, about blah, 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 you know. We talk a lot, of course. How can we not? We're best friends, no? And, yes, of course, I miss my dad. But I don't have time for you. I mean, you annoyed me. You make me angry. You bailed out on me. You bow down on a fight. That was a little bit, I was a little bit turned off. Because you shouted at the puta, at the daughter of the puta. I call her puta. I just don't want to say who am I referring to. You shouted at them. You shouted. But this other bitch, you didn't like, you bow down. And I cannot put my finger. Why don't you speak up? You know, so it is what it is. I need time for myself. I am serious with my studies. I mean, it's not that I don't miss my daddy. I really miss him a lot. But I am out of sight, out of mind. And especially when I am like, these have been piling up, you know, things. They do pile up in my, wait a minute, I need a fork. I cannot eat without a fork. And I even show my bestie friend my cell phone. Well, I always show him everything, you know. I don't have secrets. We are not this type of person that we are secretive. We're actually open. I love my best friend. I love him very, very much. I need to learn how to make this sandwich. But it's too big. Very, very big. But imagine. Do you know how much this sandwich cost in my country? Mamma mia. It's like $500 together with the drinks. Because 10 francs is like 500 something. So this is 8 francs. So it's like $800. Altogether, nearly 1,000. Because 10 bucks is 10 bucks is 500 plus the drink. So it's like $500. Man, it's in my time. If you eat for $500, you're already eating at aristocrat restaurant. But it's different nowadays. I am so lucky that when I was in the Philippines, the price was this. And do you know how much your money can buy? I'm even shocked. I cannot comprehend how expensive the things that I used to pay. Imagine a kilo of sugar. I am just like, in my time, a half kilo of sugar was $12, $8, $10. It depends where you buy it. Half a kilo. Yeah, no. It was a kilo of sugar. Now, I can't. Living in the Philippines, if you don't have a disposable income, or money like mine, where I used to live there. Wow. You will never eat anything good in your life, because in my time, I used to pay. Of course, it was also big money. I buy, as I said to you, I eat what I want, when I want, how much I want. I don't have problem with this. How can I not eat what I want when I live for myself? Every money is my money. Mine alone. I can buy whatever I want with it. I can eat how much I want. And that's... It's spicy. Oh, Mom, it's so good. Wow. To be honest, I never buy this sandwich before. It's too expensive, you know. I want to cry because I never eat like this before, you know. I can buy it. Even when I was not yet a vegan, 10 years ago, the sandwich, it looks... I never buy these kinds of food before because $8, $10. It's not that I cannot buy it, but this is not my lifestyle, you know. I buy, okay, I will not say that I have not buy expensive food, because I did. I dine in restaurants, I buy whatever I want. I say this to you. But just to eat this sandwich, it's a little, I get emotional. Because these are food for the gods, you know, like you eat, you can only eat like this when you have a job. I'm so sad. I wanted to share my sandwich to the people that have, because if a person from Africa or somewhere or my country, they see this, it's just so beautiful, you know. I have eaten a lot of great food, you know, don't get me wrong. I choose to be vegetarian and vegan. I cannot. That's why I said to you, how can I be so happy and sad at the same time? Look at this sandwich. I will upload the pictures, you know. But I saw the sandwich earlier. It was 8 a.m. Frau Christina, she was making it. She was actually busy. And then I look at the prices, you know. It's not about, but I'm not converting the prices already. I know that $8-10, it is a big money in Switzerland. You cannot eat like this every day. It will just slash half of your budget. Or you make it yourself, you know. It's a good sandwich. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wait a minute. You don't understand why I am being so emotional and sentimental. You'll never understand. When I was working in Holiday Inn, you know, it's a 5-star hotel in the Philippines. The Japanese, the foreigners, you know, we have a big portion. I work in the in the Holiday Inn Manila, so we have a huge portion. And at that time, I was 19, I was married with my first husband. And I was lucky enough to work in the 5-star hotel. I'm just being emotional, and because when I was looking at my food and I am enjoying it, when I was working in this hotel, there are like leftovers from the people who ordered, food, and they don't finish it. The girls, they order and then they just leave the food. And the thing is, I have to throw the food in the waste. But I cannot, I cannot throw it. I use the plastic, and then I put it, and of course I didn't say to my boss what I'm doing. But then one time she saw me, and then she said to me, "What are you going to do with this food?" I said, I am going to give it to the homeless children outside. They are waiting for me. But then she said to me, can you just use the normal plastic, the one that doesn't have the name of the shop? Because the plastic that I was using, it was expensive. Of course, the logo of the coffee shop, it was Cappuccino. It was owned by Mr. Ono. He is a Japanese. And he was married to a Filipina lady. Hello, shout out Mr. Ono from Cappuccino Holiday Inn Manila. And then she said to me, if you want to do this, I will not stop you. But can you just use the regular plastic, meaning the cheapest plastic, and so that also that they don't see the logo of the place, because it's like street children. But even cakes, there is expiration. The cakes are expired, not literally expired, but it's the date that they are like 1 week, 5 days, and the cake will be out. It doesn't matter if it's a whole cake or but the shelf life of the cake is more than 5 days, okay? So, the cake that my favorite cake, I will bring it home. But I cannot bring home like 3 cakes because nobody do this. I am the only one doing this. I'm like a scavenger in my own work, trying to feed the people. I cannot do this. I really cannot. It's breaking me. Because I am grateful to my Lord that I have everything, literally everything that I needed. If I want to have a man, all I need is to just dial a number, Blaze. Probably. I don't. I am okay with myself. I don't know why this is happening to me. I am so broken with what is happening to the world. I cannot even enjoy my sandwich without crying. This is stupid. I was also talking about this to Saint Pascal. I said this to him, because I buy him a little bit, not expensive, but I always used to buy him his favorite chocolate. But then today, I upgraded it. I said, and then he said to me, you don't have to do this every time. And then I said, leave it, this is just like symbolic, I want to share my blessings to the other people that doesn't have anything. That's why I kind of like buy a little bit, not pricey, but I just wanted to give him, something out from my money. It was symbolic. I said to him, don't stop me, It's just eat it. Because I would love to give my whatever it is that I want to share. But that's impossible to do so. It is so delicious. I have salt. And then I was complaining about to him that, you know what? My best friend actually, shout out Joe Maron from Pilipinas. He messaged me, how am I doing? Yada, yada, yada. He was worried that I am in Europe. Maybe he called your Uncle Putin is already creating war. But it's our joke, you know. He was thinking maybe Russia and Ukraine is not so far from Switzerland. And then I messaged him that don't worry, we are a neutral country. You know, we don't do war. I hope not, because you know you cannot say that you don't like to have a war. What if the other country like to attack? Eh. Wow. Wow. This is, thank you, my Lord, for such a wonderful dinner. I'm blessed. Imagine, I go to school, which I am very, very serious, by the way, you know. I even talk to I love rucola. Wow. It's hard to enjoy something that when you know that there are kids there that are their eyes are already bulging. I cannot even swallow it because if there is a child, a boy, a girl, I would like them to taste what I am having, you know. The good things in life, I know it's not free. And you are one of the lucky few that you know how it feels like to have a shoes, to have a nice clothes. I am not materialistic person in any way, shape, or form. You know, I just love fashion. You know, I like to look good, but I can also live without it. I know how it feels when you have everything and you have nothing. But to me, you know, as long as I'm healthy, I have a roof over my shoulder. But for me, the most important thing is to be healthy. It's so hard when you are not the same person that you used to be, when everything is hurting. And you pray to the Lord, like, Lord, please heal me. It's like, wait a minute. So, I eat this later. I have zucchini and cheese here. Because it was too big. Oh man. You know. And as I always tell people, I don't need to take another animal's life to enjoy food or to for me to survive. You know, to be healthy. I eat gummies. I eat anything. Not the proper ones. It's like, why is she even alive? She eats once a day. She eats so very, because the food that I'm having, this is already a lot. I will survive with half of this. You know? Oh my gosh, this is just amazing food to the highest level. And it's even vegan. You know? I don't need meat. I will just puke. I cannot. My principal will kill me, you know. It's it's psychological, the effect. I don't crave for it. Just thinking about it, it makes me want to puke. When I imagine the meat, the fish, the egg, you know, I only have 1% guilty pleasure. It is the cake. Because, you know, every time you buy the cake, it is made with egg, the bread, you know, it is things that have. Because if I could just like really, you know, face it out, I would. I don't have cravings for this. Every time when I see, I don't enjoy it. I cannot eat it. I will just like, bull. It's like, ew. That is sick. I cannot. Especially when I have to think that it is. I cannot. It will kill me. I would rather starve and survive than to. No. Please not. I will share one secret. Not a secret per se, but wow. I eat a lot of salt. This is not against the one who make my sandwich. The sandwich is perfect. But I eat very, very salty and very, very sweet and very, very spicy. Yeah. It's nothing against the person who make this. It's been me since I was a child. I love salt, but I don't really like sour. Sour is not me, but I do eat it. But it's like, oh, I would rather eat spicy than sour. Yeah. I would buy this again. Why not? Maybe one time a week. I have a budget. I forgot. I have a budget, $10 for food actually. So because before that I knew that I can get free. Just wait a minute. I normally don't talk when I'm eating. Before I know that I can get free drink, I already give myself a budget of $10 a day for food and whatnot. But I can buy the sandwich one time in a week, you know, not 3 times, because I like variation with my food, and if it's always like this, but I will buy. I hope that it's not always the same. But one time a week, I will spend $8 for a sandwich. Because I cannot also eat both pretzel every day, no? But do you know what I eat every day? I show you. Wala. This is my food. That I can eat. I eat every day of my life. Chips. So, I am nearly done. I will eat my half of the sandwich in the midnight snacking. Damien is here. Thank you, Herr Benny, for my Boston sticker. I was trying to take this away, but I cannot. I want to put it in my... Thank you, Lord, for a wonderful meal. Free meal, as a matter of fact. I'm just blessed to the highest level. That's why, you know, the more I am getting blessings, I always want to be rooted to the ground and be humble. I don't do, you know, I don't have air in my head. I cannot do that. I've never, ever since I am not this type of person who is always thinking that they are better. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I am good at. You know, I am a competitive person. I know I am good. I know that I am one of the best. I know that too. But, you know, it's better to just, you know, you yourself know who you are. You know your strength and weaknesses. And I know that as a person, I have something to offer. I'm very talented. You know, I try to be good in everything. Don't make me sue. Suing, nada, null, fuck off. No. I would rather be, what do you call this? Plowing the fields than sewing. This is one activity that I cannot do. Shoot me now. Sewing, cross stitching, fuck. Don't get me wrong. I like bedazzling. Ice coffee. I enjoy bedazzling with the crystals and everything, you know. I enjoy. Sewing, fuck. Don't make me do it. You know? It's not me. Will. So, I am done. This is for my midnight snack. I put it in the fridge. Right, I put this in the fridge because I don't like it too. My house is very hot. Watch TV. I'm so full. I cannot. The Lord is really, really great. You know, it's really, really great. I'm a very spiritual person. I am too much of a spiritual. I swear to you, people. I pray like no one's else business. I pray all the time, literally. You know, if you see me quiet, is she praying? Maybe. Could be. How can I not pray when my brain never stops? Anyway, so wait, I need to roll. Oh my gosh, I cannot breathe. I'm so full. Oh. Do I have something here? Ah. I still have a little bit. Ah. Oh my gosh, I cannot breathe anymore. I'm so full. You see, I don't have my piercings. I took it away. I don't have my earrings. I don't have my rings, but I still have. It's not that I took everything out. It's just I want to be comfortable. I am so fucking sleepy. Oh, I was yawning. I was walking from the Bahnhof going to my house, and every time I have to stop walking because I needed to yawn. I was like, because if I don't stop walking, then I will not yawn, and I like to yawn. You know, like, oh, long day. I slept last night early, 1 a.m. Hooray! I managed to sleep 1 a.m. First time. So I slept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sleep 5 hours. My alarm went off at 6 a.m. And then I make another 5-minute alarm. I was just so sleep. I just wanted to sleep more. And then I make another 5 minutes. And then I said, no, Blaze, after the second alarm, I have to stand up, you know, clean and whatnot. But I had a great sleep last night. I had a great week of resting because I kind of got sick. You know, the reason I was really coughing, I come home from school. And then I opened all the windows in the house. So my house was very cold when I arrived. So what I did was, I have 2 portable heaters here. My daddy gave me. And I have a smaller here and one there. So when I arrived from school, I opened my dad gift, the heater that is more power, and this one. And then I went inside I have 2 duvet. 1 thermo duvet and 1 summer duvet. Imagine that. And do you see this? Yes, it is a hoodie. My sleeping. I am wearing a pajama. And inside the pajama is a t-shirt. I am wearing, do you see this? I have leggings and a pajama. So I am wearing two. So I'm going to be, and then 2 duvet. And then I fall asleep. When I woke up, I was drenched in sweat, everything, like my clothes. You can squeeze it, it will just drip. And then I started coughing. And then I opened the windows. Crazy, right? You're hot and then you just open, like, what the fuck, are you in a suicide mission? Then that killed me. You know, it was not a COVID sickness or whatsoever because I have a tester. There was one left in the freezer, not freezer, in the fridge, and I have another spare. But in the Wednesday, I am going to get my 3rd shot. Oh, I have a viewer earlier. The telomerase. I don't remember the telomerase, but I'm sorry I didn't see you earlier. Yes, because I was monologuing. I was more concerned about other people because the sandwich was very pretty, you know. And with the war, what is happening to Ukraine, I saw this. I saw horror, you know. And sometimes, when I have good things, Well, I'm always a very generous person. I always call everyone, come, eat, drink, whatever it is. You know, I don't have problems sharing everything. Since I was a child, I have never been selfish. I am very, very generous. I am the most generous person that you will ever met. The people in the Philippines, the people in Switzerland, they can attest to my generosity, you know, because I never, you know, even if I was in the Philippines, I'm always all out, even if I have to walk home. I will put my last penny. You know, that is me. I never save for myself, even if I don't know how to go home. I don't care. If it is fun, you will always see me hanging and giving everything. I'm like an all-out girl. It's just all out. Fuck it. You know, this is the time where I feel that this was the best, and I will give it in. Literally chip in everything, even my last penny. And then everything actually works out. I don't know how the fuck I got home, but I got home anyway. Even if I have to walk home. That is what kind of a person I am. Probably the bus drivers from what we'll going to Kirkberg, they see me. What the fuck is she? Did she lose money? Why is she walking from Wheel to Batson Hyde? Well, I challenge myself. I'm always like this. I am my biggest challenger. Everything to me is I am competing with myself sometimes. Challenging myself to its yoke. I am Nazis. Challenging and pushing myself. That is me. I am my biggest opponent. Well, it's not the opponent per se, because I will never win against myself, because I know who I am up against with. The Blaze, man. You know, the Blaze. If I am against the Blaze, I will never win. It feels like I am winning because I am my own challenger. But I am up against to a person I will never win against. Like I am, how can I say this? I am nothing compared to myself challenging myself, if you catch my drift. That is the thing, that when I don't get what I want, I don't take okay, I have if I challenge myself or anybody, I have to be the best. And sometimes it's always not all the time that you're gonna get it, but then I will have a comeback. I will come back mightier than ever. You know, I never take defeat. So it really like I have never been a gracious loser. I will storm out. I will say, okay, good luck. Congratulate. But, you know, trying to put, because I always give a lot. And sometimes, my best wasn't good enough. There is someone better. So I take it at heart. Because I was raised like this. I don't know why. You know, like you can all, you know, to be number one is very important to me. No. That's why my brother never sleeps. Because he always wins in the game of chess. How can he not win? I am a child. He is 18 years old. He was the one who teach me the game. For crying out loud. Everything I am good at, my brother teach me. That. Wait, I have to. Oh, shit. So, of course, my brother, he would always win. I was 3, 4, 5. So my brother was already in college. He was Manuhulian. He's dead now. May the Lord, keep his soul, and he may rest in peace. And in the end, I want you to pick me up, you and my mother, when I go. Because this is the only family I have. They are my, I don't, even if we are not blood related, I only have one brother and one mother. But even though I had 3, they were not good enough for me. My best mother was the one who, I don't want to think about this. I am going to a dark place when I'm thinking about them. Because my mother was the best mom. I know she was. I remember the things that she have done for me. Giving me all of this. Giving me love. She was. And my brother. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? He was the best brother I had too. I didn't even know the real story. But he never treated me like I am not his sister. And I never treated him that he is not my brother. Because for me, I only have one mom, one good brother, I miss them. And if I could ask something, I want my mom back. And my brother. I don't care if I don't have a father. My brother was good enough for me. My mom was good enough for me. But they were taken away from me. My brother, he cannot stand up for me because he would be up against the most strongest person. My brother is not that strong like me. I am the strongest. I would give everything to have my mother back once again in my life. Because I never had a chance to get to know her. But I know her for 5 years. I know what kind of a person my mother is. She is the type of mother that any child would be very lucky to have. She was not personally blessed with a child, but she was blessed with, I am blessed. I am her blessing. We were blessed because my mother cannot have a child. She have cancer. Cancer of the ovary. So my mother didn't lie to me. I just didn't understand what cancer of the ovary means. But I was so young. My mother, I had a great mom. The birthday cakes. She is the best baker, the best cook. She never get. And I don't eat meat. Or I am a very picky eater. When my mother was alive, they have to force me to eat because I only eat chips and snacks and ice cream. I would give anything to have a family. Not my own family, but I'm not, I cannot, people are not good enough for me. I know that. Especially men. I am, but what I want is my brother and my mom. If I can have, I want to have them. I don't care about the riches in the world. My mother is already rich. What she didn't have was a life. She was sick. My brother too. My brother was rich in his own right. Makes me sad. You know, maybe I am this kind of person. I am really nice and kind-hearted because my mom raised me this way. You know, my mom gave me such good structure in life. And I miss her. I miss them. I miss my grandpapa. You know, I miss him. It's not he's actually my father's father, but he was really nice to me. You know, he was the grandfather a child like me would like, because he liked me than his real blood. It's like when my grandfather look at me, it's like I know how my grandfather looks at me and how he is happy when he sees me. How can he, you know, the ice cream and the chocolates and the money. He gave me a lot of money, my grandpapa. And a lot of food. And then he said, don't tell your mother. Because my mother wouldn't like that. Just tell your brother. Because, you know, I can keep a secret too, you know. I understand why I don't have to tell my mother about it. It's just a secret. My grandfather said this to me. Can you keep a secret? Because you will be in trouble, I will be in trouble. Everyone is going to be in trouble. And I always keep the secret of the people I love. Even my brother, he said this to me. Can you please not tell? I never ratted my brother and my grandpapa because my mother, she's very like a strict person, you know. She's a disciplinarian. It's like Will. I would have probably a judge by now. I could have been married with kids. I would be an attorney. I would have graduated in summa cum laude in a very prestigious school in Tacloban if my mother was alive. And I am sure of that. I would be a great athlete. Every hopes and dreams that I would have, my mother would have supported me. I know that she is the type of a person that will always, because she was the one who was showing me every toys, what do you like? I never had a playmate. Only my brother and Dina. Dina was Iranian. I was sheltered. I have not hear bad words when my mother was alive. They don't speak like this in front of me. I don't know what. And basically, I don't know anything about life because my mother, she was a great mom. I want also to have a child, but not of my own. Just like, you know, I want to take care of some, you know, to give, you know, like, not a surrogate. I don't like, what do you call this? A person who takes care of, I don't remember. You know, like I watch in the movies that there are these kids that are going from one house to another house and to another house because they are very hard to handle. I don't know what this is called. I want to do it sometime, you know, like I don't remember now, but I know that I can give structure to a child regardless of my. Yeah, but my house is really not equipped. It's not good for a child. They will die here. The knives, everything around you will kill you. That your house is not a child-proof? No, not at all. But I didn't have a child-proof house, you know. I work with my brother with his tools. I always hammer my... My brother lets me, teach me to be a carpenter like him. I like it. I'm not good at it, but I always cry because... But I never cut my... I still have 10 fingers, no? But I always hammer until now. Having a family is precious, you know. So to all of you that have a great family, cherish them, love them. Because I would trade anything just to have mine back. Just my brother and my mom. You know? That is the only thing I wanted in life. You know, to have this bond that you trust the person, that you can tell him everything, your fears, you know, because I never had this hug me kind of thing. Nobody hugged me when I'm afraid. Nobody, no. I never had the comfort of not being scared. I was actually terrorized. Nobody baby me up and like, you know, stop crying, boo-hoo. Because when I crying, my mom lets me cry. You can cry all you want, I'm not taking you in. I like to, you know, what can my mother do? You like to cry? What do you want? I'm in time out. I will be, you know, because I always object. But my mother explained why I am being punished. Why did I go there? It's you. It is your fault, Christina. You give me a good sandwich. Now I am so emotional. Yeah, my mom also can make a lot of goody sandwich, you know. Oh. Which box? The box will go to standby mode. So is this the one? Ah, okay. I didn't realize that there are really bad people, that there are bad people, you know? Until then, until a month ago, when I was talking to my best friend Elaine, I was just shocked how people can be so evil. I didn't understand that there are people that are born like that will go to the edge to do bad things to other people, even though if you are a child or not, he doesn't care. All they wanted was your land, your money, the things that you have. I really didn't care much about whatever it is, the material possession, and the lands, and the this and the that. They steal from me, you know? It's like the nerve of that girl. How can you wear my mom's jewelry? Have no shame? My mother hated you. Hated you both. Have no pride? I'm talking about my wicked stepmother. But I will hunt them, you know, to the edge of fuck, man. I am not done with these people, you know. I have too much. You may think that you have that they are dead. These people may have think that they already have run away from the past. No. Because until I am alive and in death, if I'm dead, meaning, I will hunt them. I will hunt them. I promise this to myself. I promise this to my mother, that I will be I will never stop. I hunted them when I was a child. I hunted them when I was growing up. I never stopped. You know, I don't know what is this inside me that I always think what they have done to me and my mom. The injustice that we have. My mom was a great woman. But then that guy, my father, he was a huge embarrassment. It's like I thought that I was the one who was creating, giving them humiliation. No, I was the right one after all. So I have vowed that in this life and the next life, I will never stop hunting them. I will be hunting them until I am the fire that will fuck them really, really bad. Because what my mom and I had gone to the hands of these people. And you know who you are. Some of you are still alive. Trust me. My mother had the best thing that she had ever, the best decision that my mother ever had was having me.
Okay, man, I'll tell you the real truth. My Indian heritage forbids it. I'm afraid your magic box will...
So anyway, I have to go now because this is low battery. And Christina, this is your fault. You created a wonderful, wonderful meal that it sends me to a place happy, dark, and a sad place. Happy because yes, I am eating a wonderful food. Dark place because I know I am grateful for all my blessings, but to be powerless, you know, like ever since I was a child, in my own. In my own little way, even when I was younger, 20 years younger, I always go out my way to help others. You know, I am this type of person. I couldn't even just like look at you and do nothing and just like look at the opposite. I cannot do this. When I see something who is in need, I am the first person, the first respondent who's gonna like, that's me, you know? And it breaks my heart and it breaks me to the core when all I can do here is sit and watch what is happening to the world and I cannot do anything. Even if I donated everything of my being, my every part of my human existence, even if I donated it to the poor, even if I just say, okay, take my blood, okay, I'm actually going, I want to donate blood, even though I don't have much, but I don't think if it is good, they will be high as fuck. I don't think if someone can take my blood. But my body is clean, you know. I watch the things that I put inside my body. So, but the thing is, I am super high level THC and whatnot. So, I don't think if it's a good idea. But regardless, you know, the blood in my vein is different. It's like, wow, pure blood. I call myself that actually. She is a bloody fucking purest of the purest blood ever. You know, because I kinda, you know, it goes upon the things that I have done. You know, the cleansing and the whatnot and the whatnot. So I am kinda like, I, that's what I call myself. Oh, she's a pure blood. Yes, I am. Well, you can be too. Why not? If you sacrifice, it's just a matter of sacrificing to be a pure blood. You know, it's you don't have to be a queen, you don't have to be Queen Elizabeth to be branded as a pure blood. Pure, what I mean by pure blood is this, whatever this body didn't have animals and whatnot, this is pure. What is the intake? It's no komish. That's why you become a pure blood. That is the only way you become a pure blood. Otherwise, your blood is shit. And I really think my blood is like whale. I know that. You know, if you want to be a pure blood like me, sacrifice. Stop eating shit. Or, I mean, because what I eat, they said is shit. My dad called what I eat compost. You know, for other people, what I eat is shit. But for us, the pure bloods, we are a lot, you know. It's not only me who is pure-blooded. There are also other people who had been. You know, it's between the cleansing of your body. You can cleanse it. Who said you cannot? So anyway, what else do I want to say?
My name's Martin Frank. When I make this tape, I'm 64 years old.
Wait, I want to show you something. I have a headset. So, wait. I have not seen this yet, but I want to see it now. I buy this for 50 bucks. It's a Philips. If it's from Philips, it must be good. I don't know. Yeah, but the name speaks for itself. It's like Sony. They are good brand, you know. They already have been in the service, in the industry. So, what is this? The charger. So, do I like this? I don't know. I hope that these are bulky enough, same like my old one. It looks like this, but we'll see. But I'm going to buy more. Oh shit, my cell phone already become dark, meaning I am running out of battery. Oh man, I cannot breathe. Why did you make me cry, Christina? It's not Christina's fault. Okay. Yes. Left and right. So this is the right. Yes, it works. You know, this is my look, you know. I have the that's why I wanted the bulky one. So I have to set it up. Wow, Philips. Wait. Now I don't want to cry. Enough crying, Blaze. You have a Philips headset. So what? There are more. Do you know that there are the headset that I kinda really like? But when the price was $200, it was like, oh. This is 50 bucks. How do you set this up? Here. So I have to set it up. So let's see. I have to read it. But tomorrow I don't set this up now. Yes, I have an airs. I have the airs. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm good with it. How can you not be happy, Blaze? It's from Philips, no? Your old headset was like, what was it? I don't even know because there was no name. It was just like 30 bucks. Now, I have a good headset. So be careful with it, ha? The last headset, it lasted 4 years. Nearly 4 years. Yeah, because that headset, I had it when I was working in the whale. You know, when I was a bodyguard. How do you do this? Ah, it's so hot. How do you do this? Okay, I got it. Why are you not throwing your cartoon away? I don't know, back up. Stop doing this. I just wanted to close it good. My head sometimes is annoying me, you know. So, yes. Do you like my head design? It's not as big as the other one, but it has a name. And the name is Philip. King Philip. Philips. So, yes, I will set it up. Wait, I want to check it like this. So, okay, I like it. I think it's also a noise cancellation nonsense. Because when it was in my ears, I didn't hear anything. So anyway, I have to go now. This is going to die. I want to watch my series, The Real Housewife of Nonsense. The Real Housewife of Atlanta, The Real Housewife of Cheshire, The Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. I really don't like the housewife where there is Vicky. I like the old Vicky, Gretchen, the wife of Dr. Adrian, the owners of LA Lakers, the original cast. But then I don't like Gina. I don't like. Tamara is the only one that is left. I like Gretchen. I like, what is her name? I forgot. The wife of the plastic surgeon, Dr. Nazif and Dr. Dubrow. You know, I like, that's my favorite. But they are Orange County, yeah. That is my least favorite. I love Beverly Hills. I love Kyle. I love Lisa Vanderpump. That's my favorite. Yeah. And yes, Atlanta. I like it too. But I love Nene Leakes, but she's no more there. But, oh my gosh. Kenya. She's a character. Well, they are doable. I like them more than the Orange County girls. And I like Bethany. I love Bethany. Luan, she's alright. Dorinda, I love Dorinda. And the Berkshires. Who else? Dorinda, Bethany, Luan. Who else? Sonia Morgan. I love Sonia. I don't like, who is this? Ramona Singer. Well, somebody has to teach her something. You know, she thinks that. Well, I don't want to say. I have this principle that if you don't have anything good to say about somebody, sip it. I find the things that you would like about them. Yeah, but it's doable. I can deal with Ramona. Before I said I don't like her, blah, 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 blah. But then I changed my tune. Somebody just have to teach her how to be nicer. You know, because I see her in her vulnerable state when her father used to abuse her. Not abuse, like physical abuse, not sexual abuse, you know. And there is a reason why these people act like how they act, you know. But I love Bethany. It's like Bethany, wow. I like the way she, you know, I like the way she carries, and you know, she built herself from. I admire her a lot. I admire her tenacity. You know, she's a good girl. I like her. I love the way she loves her daughter. I love the way she. Oh, Erica. I like Erica too. Dorit. What can I say about Dorit? I don't like. Not really that I don't like. It's like the. Who is this girl? The daughter. He is the daughter of John Mellencamp. I think he's a famous country something. I don't think that she is a housewife material. She, you know, the housewife, they are glamorous, extravagant. She is neither, you know. But I like her because she rides horses. But to be a housewife, you have to be extra glamorosa. You have to buy every expensive. That is the reason you are a housewife, because you live the life of not an ordinary person, and she acts like. I know where she's coming from, but she's not a housewife material. That's why they kick her out, probably, because the people will enjoy watching how posh they are. You know, how they can afford to buy a Birkenstock. I was like, what is a Birkenstock? Yes, the Coach bag, the Chanel, Erica. Wow, Eric. If I have to choose between the most fashionable icons of the housewife, Lisa Vanderpump and Erica. Wow, especially Erica. Erica is from rags to riches. You know, she managed to position herself to be her fashion sense is just, she's a talented woman. You know, she's smart. Maybe not that book smart, but she have a head over her shoulders. But when it comes to fashion, entertainment, oh, I like also Lisa Reina, Mamma Mia. I love the way she is just carefree. She dance, you know, and the husband of Lisa Reina, I love him. He is like gardening, cooking, baking, oh. And Kyle. What can I say about Kyle? I love Kyle. The sister of Kyle. I love Mauricio too. Yeah. And who else? Oh, Brandy. I miss her. Yeah, Brandy is a little feisty mama. But I like Adrian. Because Adrian is just the epiphany of like, I am wealthy. I don't need you. Go away. Yes, she is. Yes, she is born with a silver spoon. And who else? Wait. Yeah. Heather Dubrow is like, she's the very opposite of me. She's just like, wow. Elegance. Wow. The way she presents herself, it's just like, she's like Princess Diana. Helen Dubrow, yes. And you have to see Helen Dobrow's house. It's just like, wow. And for the main fact that she created the house that she is living in, meaning she designed it with the elevators and everything. Wow. And the overlooking, wow. Kaching. Well, I love the housewife for them being not the typical ordinary people, you know, they spend money like nothing. Oh, there is this new girl, the Turkish girl. Oh, but this girl, I love the housewives. I really do. Imagine if I am one of the housewives. Fuck. I am the really, you know, I can be glamorous too, but I'm like the rock star. Yes, I am the best. I'm going to be the best housewife. Because I'm different. Yes, I'm going to have everything that they have. But imagine my house, the swimming pool is like red and black skull. Because I already see, hypothetically speaking, if I'm going to be one of the housewife of Beverly Hills, I like to be the housewife of Beverly Hills. Because I am so different. Imagine I will make Lisa Vanderpump crazy. I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to be myself. You know, whatever they have, I have. But it's like day and night. I drive my motorbike. I will drive my, wow. Imagine. It's, you know, you are lucky that I am not a billionaire. Because if I'm a billionaire, I'm going to be a housewife. And imagine what kind of a housewife I would be. Fuck! Rock and roll! I would own. What is my business if I am the... Oh, I would probably heavy machinery tycoon. Yes, I will be a realtor or something, building roads and this and that, like Tugenberger. This is going, you know, it's a housewife that is working in the heavy machinery field. That's what I love. What can I do? And then in the sign, I have a club, a rock and roll club. It's like only the VIP can enter. Hypothetically, if I'm going to be a housewife, it's just like nobody's going to be fighting with me. Imagine they are drunk and I am not. I don't drink. So I would be just smoking, but I have to be in a state that the weed is legal because that is the thing I do. I don't drink. Imagine, I never see a really housewife smoking. You don't see them smoking. You see them flat on their face like this girl, the Turkish girl. What is her name? I forgot. Wait a minute. Because she's new. Jackie. No, that is not Jackie. She's fighting with Jackie. I don't remember now. But her husband is a plastic surgeon. She's very, very wealthy. But she's Turkish. Imagine that. They are all drunk and I am not drunk. Because I don't drink. Oh, I know my business. I am the... I know my business. I have too many business. I am the queen of cannabis. The cannabis empire. Hypothetically speaking. And how can it... I don't have a task. I don't have a... I would probably be adopting kids because, or I need a sperm donor and a surrogate. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Because, where is my Bex? I have to go now. I have to charge. And I have to rest and watch my series. I want to watch my housewife now. The housewife of Atlanta. Yes. So, yes. I cannot breathe because Christina make me cry. So, yes, I don't have anything to say anymore. I have to say my goodbye. So, yes, this is Miss Blaze Stoner. Have a great evening. And hope you also had your dinner because I just had mine. And whatever it is Don't do things that I wouldn't do, you know? And if you're gonna do it anyway, be careful. And always think that there is always consequences of whatever that you do. And I want to add, the good karma points is really important, you know? It's like, be nice. You know, I am not saying this because I am so high and mighty, really not. But you have to know the feeling. If you're not only thinking about yourself, but you are actually doing something for other people, even if you don't know them, you know? Go out on your way, but be careful. Maybe you said to me, Blaze, you said that this and that, and then I had somebody steal something from me and I got hold up. Don't be stupid. I said be nice. No. Being nice and being stupid is also, you know, you can be nice but not stupid. So if you think that you cannot handle the situation of the things that the place that you're going to, or you are going to be extending something, you have to take into consideration your own, can I defend myself if I do this, you know? Because I can. I said be nice, but be careful and don't be stupid. Sometimes, because maybe someone is listening, you know, it's whatever it is that you do, always take care. I cannot stop laughing because I don't want you to have an accident or somebody mug you. Because maybe you are too nice and the person that you're helping is the one who's going to take everything from you. Don't do it. I mean, you have to also check and balance your capacity. don't just be careful, okay? And so bye-bye now. Mwah. And namaste. So bye-bye, Miss Blaze Stoner 777. Good evening and bye-bye. See you whenever. Bye.